Welcome to another episode of RGS Adventures. Today we're going to be showing two guys' Allis-Chalmers collections. Right here real quick, that was a prototype G and the original high crop G. And here's another quick snapshot of what we're going to be looking at. So stay tuned, get ready, and enjoy. Thanks for watching. We're here at Voss Equipment in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Gentleman's showing us around some of his stuff. He used to be an Allis-Chalmers dealer, then Gleaner. Now he's Ford New Holland. He's got a lot of nice stuff. Very nice.
Now, and all this is original. I found it in, you ever heard of a Blenheim root beer or soft drinks out of Blenheim, South Carolina? Okay. These two brothers were gonna sell out. And they had every damn thing everybody bought in the family. There were four of these, and this was one of the better ones. There were two that were wrecked and two that were better. I gotta get me a stick sometime. But what it does, you put your insecticide in here, and it goes down the tube, and it brushes the leaves.
Oh, okay.
And the foliage, okay? And you walk with it, okay? The reason I bought this thing is that sticker. Coal manufacturer out of Charlotte, North Carolina. They were in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina, forever. And if you ever see around, probably the South, you know.
So we're going to show you around.
Cheapest tractors are the most expensive. It's cheaper to buy them done than this. Yeah.
This one came from George Nesbitt. Canada. If you see this, if you see a tractor with this sticker on it,
What's the series one? What's the series one?
and it's got the
Oh, I like the cap on the D21.
Don't do D45 diesel over there. My daddy sold one and took it down to Parkton, back where we're gonna go, where Curtis lives. To a man named, his last name's Grooms, and his son was named Fairley Grooms. And Fairley was doing most of the farming now, and they Daddy took a WD-45 down there, and a 13-foot Allis-Chalmers disc, and they hooked had a telephone pole on the back of it, dragging it to, level out. And that son of a bitch pulled the shit out of it. And I thought that was the biggest thing I'd ever seen in my life. I was like a little kid.
Yeah.
We fixed up. This,
Damn. As you can tell, he's got some cool stuff here. Really cool stuff. Big stuff.
7080 open station right there. And I've got some 7000 with Canada. Now these two 7080s right here belong to a fellow named Johnny West up near Wilson, Stantonsburg. And unique story about those, I'll show you where that sticker. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
And now that's almost done, and it still ain't quite 100%.
All right, this engine right here, so 4 of them came out of that fertilizer plant. And your salvage company was hired to go in there and take everything out.
Mm-hmm.
And you were selling it. And I'd never heard of or seen a V12 Allis-Chalmers engine. and it's got an Allis-Chalmers generator on it. And I bought that one, and a South Africa oil company bought the other 3. And that one was all complete. And these are the mufflers for it. Okay, that's that 800 cubic inch Allis engine there. That with a generator, and that came out of a hospital in Virginia. Okay. This one, my dad sold, moved to Big Garden, he's developing an old subdivision now called Lafayette Village. It's a demotor grader, and got a damn loader on it. It came from the factory that way.
Deloader tractor.
Well, the tractor motor loader, did they build the graders in the tractor motor plant when they bought the tractor?
Now that I can't tell you, but it came from, Dad got it from Allis-Chalmers. And this was a sticker back then. Okay?
Following you about me.
I got a Dozer sign back there.
Well, Bobby.
And my daughter sent him a picture of this sign over here. Now next door, there's an old tobacco warehouse where we sold tobacco. And we were on 1.2 acres of land. Now I'm sitting on a little less than 8 acres. I bought, the land around it. And Daddy had the back right wall of that tobacco warehouse painted Voss Farm Equipment Company in 1945. No, 47. And what's unique about it, my daughter is 35 years old. She goes to the University of Mississippi. And I'm thinking, what in the hell are you doing in Mississippi? We got a lot of nice places in North Carolina. It's in-state tuition, And my daughter looks like her mother. She's a pretty lady. And I raised her since she was 9 years old, so she's got my gift of BS. Okay, so the girl is dangerous. And $17,000 a semester. We go down there for orientation, and she's, Dad, I think I made a mistake. Can you get me back in East Carolina? And I'm on the board, and the chancellor of East Carolina wrote letters of recommendation. I said, yeah, I can get you in, not a problem. And I said, but we down here, we're gonna go through orientation. They gave us these big name tags. Bobby, last name Small. North Carolina was big, and all the parents walking around. This guy comes up, North Carolina! And this man just booking toward him. And I saw David, North Carolina. Well, he's from Goldsboro. He's in the building supply business. And we met and talked, and he said, what the hell you doing here? I said, damn if I know what you doing here. He said, I don't know either. And he said, my daughter? I said, well, my daughter too, They're in that orientation for what, 10, 15 minutes? And the doors kick open, here comes all these students out. And the crowd is, here comes 2 blondes. They got hand in hand and running our way. Said, Daddy, 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 I found my roommate. She's from Goldsboro. And I said, well, I just met her damn daddy. There's a bargain builder supply in the right-hand side of that big-ass warehouse. And that's David Perry, her roommate's daddy. Been trying to buy that sign for years, that back wall. I'll replace the 10, I'll do. They wouldn't do it. My daughter goes to the University of Mississippi. Her roommate is Mary Catherine Perry. Her daddy is David Perry, and he's got renting it to own that builder supply. Bargain builder supply is what it's called. And my kids brought me down here right before Christmas several years ago. And I guess they wanted to see what was in here. They said, and I said, you don't notice anything different? I said, what are what are you talking about? The sign. I went, how in the hell did you get it? David Perry, she talked David Perry into pulling that wall. This is the wall.
Oh, yeah.
This is the damn wall of that warehouse. Pulling that wall out, bringing it over here, setting it up, and his business stayed exposed for 3 weeks because couldn't get any corrugated tins.
Yeah.
And I just looked at her. Of course, I cried.
Oh, yeah.
And but I'll tell you how old it is. It's 45. Excuse me. We first were on West Russell Street, and the address on this thing is West Russell Street. Okay. Now we had to do some, let's put up some new lights. As you come over here and look at the P.O. box is the same P.O. box 718 that we had today. If you come here and look, phone number, 4 digits, 7165. This is when the operators used to do that.
Yeah.
But my daughter, by going, and I was pissed at her going to Ole Miss. I was tickled, but let me tell you how good she is.
In my collection as well, you know. The one just recently sold about 3 or 4 months ago, Mr. B.J. Cole. I don't know who sold it, but he's the one that bought it. I can't talk to the money people and open their wallet.
Without anything on it.
Well, that was, back in 2014, my desire was to have all 6 of these structures, but 1914 to 1929, they only made 6 rooms. To my knowledge, there's only 2 people in the world that have all 6 of them. You're looking at number 1 here. Number 2 is Mr. Mine, and David Hill Motors. He did.
We were out there a couple of weeks ago, and I don't recall.
Well, he may have something that he did. I mean, because I don't really know one has. His health has deteriorated as far as, but normally the other industrial. Yeah.
Bobby. Did somebody just paint that one there, or is that significant?
This is the
Also, trying to get ours out.
That's why you
This is our next generation. I spent a lot of time reading collectors, seeing, their collection.
They'll tell you all about it.
Yeah. I mean, you got their collection, so, we're sure to come along. Yeah, but we have different designers, different. And so,
That's a cool idea.
I'm scared. I know you've heard his name before, 7-time champion.
Yeah.
His dad was a good one for the car.
Take a look at this. Chalmers car. It's a little dark.
Alright, well, I sold mine, but I still have it.
Wow. Very cool. This is an Allis-Chalmers B, but it's a Waukesha B. Very rare. Also a Waukesha.
They make 2 different versions of it.
Yes.
One that the steering.
One is a common one.
One of the rods on the coast is above.
Very cool.
The other one's behind.
You're interested in one that needs short?
Yeah, no, okay.
Potato Special B. See how the motors are different?
See one there?
Yep. Custom? Did somebody build it, didn't they?
Yeah, there were only, I'm thinking maybe 12 of those that were made. Yeah.
Very cool. Big boy.
Same way with this half scale down there.
High crop. Now, asparagus. It is a high crop, but it's asparagus. There's a regular with the wishbone. Must have been used by the U.S. Navy. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. I gotta take some pictures. I'll be back. Little rumbly. Blum, 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 blum. Little G. Oh, I like the little G.
Quarter scale, I think he said.
That's cool. Oh, excuse me.
D19 weight.
The weight that goes,
It's the whole front end, but the weight, I mean, the pin and all up under there is the same.
okay.
The D19 just sticks out further.
Oh, that's the bolster.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what did you say that is?
What's now?
What we?
D19.
Okay. You guys have seen the flags of our father trailer that I've used in shows. This is really cool. Forget how many names he said that's on it, like 4,500 or something. But yeah, this is his Freedom tractor.
This one here was found in the woods in a hog pen, about 10 miles from here. Destined to go to salvage. So,
That is awesome. That is just really cool. Look at all this. Wow.
Is that good now? I'll take $1,100 for it. I wrote him a check for $1,100, brought it home, put it under the shelter over there. 5 years later,
D18 prototype.
sat there for 5 years. Saturday morning, I came down here to the barn over there, got to looking. And, the decal that was on it was well, actually it was painted on there by hand. Got to looking, but man, I ain't got no torque charger on it. Got to looking further, well, damn, there ain't no serial number on this tractor. And I said, well, hell, it's got to be one of the D18s. And sure enough, it was. And there were supposedly 4 of them made.
Okay.
One of them was known to come down south, but no one knew where it ended up at. The story that goes along with that, like I said, I moved here in 1992. The house right up the road here, I went to school with the man that lived there. His dad, they farmed there. Back around probably 1962, his dad wanted to buy a new tractor. So he called, what was his name, Jack something?
Jack Parker.
Jack Parker out of Lumberton at the Allis-Chalmers B. Told him, said, I want to buy a new tractor, a D19. And so Jack sent him one up here, and they didn't even load it off the truck, but we're just talking a quarter of a mile of the road here. And Jack called him and said, the man's name was Rob. He said, Rob, don't buy that tractor. It's a D18, it's not a D19. He said, I'll sell you a D17 for $3,000 less than I can sell you that tractor. So they carried it back to Lumberton, ended up selling it to somebody else. And so the guy that I went to school with living up here, we just ran up down each other at the Lowe's parking lot one day. And we were just talking, and he volunteered and told me that story. I didn't ask for it. I didn't even know about it. And but for that tractor to be a quarter of a mile up the road here back in 1962, to come back to here now, where it's at now, it's unreal. It's amazing. I would have never known in 100 years what this is and what it was and where it came from, but the tractor stayed in the Lumberton area about 30 miles from here all of its life. But anyway, I've gone completely through it. Needless to say, I spent a ton of money on that.
But you didn't find.
The illusion is, we're looking at this, you think the wind off of the ocean there is what's blowing the dress up. However, I didn't have room to put it on here. Really, she's standing on a runway and there's a plane up here getting ready to take off. But from the pin, if you see pin-up art from World War II, you'll recognize it.
Yeah.
So how many Allis-Chalmers G's have you guys seen at one time? Loader, sickle bar, 2-row.
Have you ever seen I'm sure, this is the only
Single
known
wheel G.
factory conversion single front wheel G. The Gaston, Alabama factory did the conversion on this one right here. Now, there's a few of them out there that have the C front end under them, but this is the real deal here.
I told you earlier that we went to, that
Now,
George
this
Disney.
one right like sled. The man
Well,
there-
there's a guy that says
Yeah, down Luray, Virginia.
yeah, he says
He's got number one.
is that a fact that it's?
He had that one at the Upper Cape.
But is that verified that that's number
Yeah,
one?
it is.
Okay.
And this one here, I'll show you the very.
There was a little controversy on that a couple, years ago. Somebody's telling me they didn't.
Controversy on this one, I can tell you. G
Yeah.
number one, yeah, there was controversy on that. But look right here,
Yeah.
that's GX 257. Well, what that represents, the G is the model of this tractor.
Yeah.
The X is experimental. The 2 is the serial number on it. This is number 2. And the 57, what that represents is May of 1947. And you can look on the side of the block here in the cast.
Prototype number 2 of the G series,
This
or of the
block
G.
here was cast as number 2 for this tractor. And the serial number is right there, G number 2. This is the real deal here. Wow. Now, what a lot of people don't know or realize, the B, the C, and the G share the same transmission. You may already know that, yeah. But this one is the real deal here. I bought this one off the Del Haymaker.
The rest of them were other, brands, models. And we broke for lunch, went up the road a little bit. We ran across this one. And as you see, the spindles, they look handy and homemade.
Yep.
Okay?
That one.
That's the experimental
Prototype,
prototype, okay?
yeah.
And guess what we found in the collection also? The factory made one.
Prototype?
They were 10 production
Factory made.
cars and one experimental. Really? And I got both of them on that same one there.
Yeah. We.
And now you can look at both.
And cheeseburger. We changed
Experimental,
mode of operation.
factory option.
Now, they had a little D21.
Well, that one come off Dave Becker sale too.
Well, I think I really like
And the only reason I got it, it's a high crop. I didn't have it.
High crop single.
We went to that Dave Becker sale. Yeah. And
All right, so you've all seen the Komatsu Killdozer, right? I know you have. But have you ever seen the prototype? Well, you're in luck today. Well, bam! The prototype of the Killdozer. They called this the Ram Dozer. Yeah, look at that. Ain't nothing stopping it. The Allis-Chalmers Ram Dozer. And if he needed it out of the way and ramming couldn't work, he'd just pull it out of the way.